Hello, everybody, and welcome into another edition of the Sports Blitz Lake Martin Sports Roundup show here at JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Brett Pritchard and Madden Blankenship here with you for the next hour, and an action-packed show tonight. You know, it's getting time to phase out of the winter sports and start heading into the spring sports. I know now that's kind of funny after what happened last week, and we were all iced in. For a solid week, nobody could do anything. So, but it is time for spring sports, and it's always that time of year where you get going in baseball and softball when it's about 30 degrees outside or less. So, had plenty of ice and snow last week. Glad to be out of that and moving into the next few weeks, and these teams starting to get ready to hit the field, but really starting to throw right now. We'll have the Horseshoe Bend girls, some of them up here from the softball team and their coach. Hagen Vickers will be here, and we've got a great show lined up to talk about what their season's going to be. I know they had a good season last year, and I know they're excited. We got Bree from Mainstreet up here a little bit later on that we'll be getting up here, and then just a lot to get to tonight. So we're glad that you've joined us out there, and we'll be talking about a lot of different things from fishing tournaments to softball to baseball. We'll open up with our wrestling team here, Adam, the first part of the show, really having a good season. If you look over at Coach Ransall and what they've been able to do with that wrestling program, if you picked up an outlook here the last few days, you could see what they've been able to do. They were in a Bulldog Brawl was what it was called down in Opelika tournament, and they finished in the top three there. They had dominating wins over Auburn, 66-6, Spanish Fort 55-15. And Columbus, Georgia, 65-3. They suffered a very tough 1-point loss to Wetumpka, 33-32. So you look at this team. It's 25-11 on the year. They've got some guys that are really getting it done on the mat individually and as a team. And one of the things, you look at that record and you go 25-11. A lot of those 11 losses against bigger programs, and that's one thing Benjamin Russell's notorious about, is going out and scheduling some of the best programs, not only in the state but out of the state in Georgia and maybe Mississippi, and some of these teams that that get them ready for postseason.
Yeah, definitely. And also you got to think about is the first of the season too, where majority of those losses came in at, so they were still getting accustomed to wrestling season, getting into the groove and everything. But this program has really. I would say, can't say overachieved this year. I wouldn't say overachieved, but we're kind of expecting a really good one. But, I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting this and as dominant as they were, especially going to, like you said, some of these 7A programs and some of these programs from out of state. It's a really strong showing for this team.
Yeah, I mean, you go down this list, and, I don't want to name everybody because they got a lot of them that are wrestling, but some that went undefeated, some that lost one match the entire tournament, and just an overall good effort. A lot of athletes on that team, and wrestling's always been a big deal at Benjamin Russell. They've got a lot of state championships over there, and I know it's been a while since we've had a team state championship, but we've had a lot of individual state champions over the last several years, and this team's got some youth on it. So I know Coach Ransall, when he was up here a couple months ago, he was really bragging on, the youth part of it and what's coming up the line with this team and how he expects this team just to continue to get better and better.
Yeah, definitely. And they're definitely on the way there. I've had the opportunity to talk with Coach Ransall a good bit about it, and he's excited about leading this program now, and it's obvious that he's showing what his impact, what he brings to the table and what impact he's making with them. So it's going to be fun to watch, especially as he gets into it. He gets his groove in it. It shows you right now what he's got a little bit. So and it's nice to see this Ben Russell wrestling program getting back to the way that we expect it to be. So.
No doubt about it. Some other news around the area, Central, Coosa, and Dayville on the hardwood. Central able to hold off Dayville there and get a win there. Some other things that people want to talk about is Terrell Owens right back up for a spot in the Hall of Fame. Does he get in this time in the NFL Hall of Fame? I mean, this is his third time to be nominated. There's some big names up there. I mean, real quickly before we go to our first break and get Coach Vickers up here, your thoughts on Terrell Owens?
You have to think this is the time that he gets in, right? I mean, he's really close last time. his numbers and his career really is Hall of Fame worthy. So you have to wonder if some of the off-field stuff and may have had a little bit to do with it or not. But you think surely this is the time that he gets in. He definitely deserves it. And he's a guy right now that probably if somebody called him up, he could play this Sunday. You know, he's one of those guys in the gym. So
for sure.
It's just I just remember watching him growing up and how dominant he was. I remember the play that I guess kind of really brought him to the scene. The one that sticks out in my mind is the Green Bay game, you know, whenever he made the catch across the middle and got hit by 12 different guys at the same time and held on to it. I think that really brought him onto the spotlight. And it was all, downhill from there. I mean, he just took off and just ran with it and had an outstanding career.
I think one thing you got to look at with him is that are we looking at what he did, as far as some of his on-field antics, or are you looking at stats? And Hall of Fame, I know there's a combination of what you expect, but he really never got into any trouble, did anything.
Never got in trouble.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, if you're looking at stats, you want to look at the best ever, he's one of the best that's ever played the game. And if that's what you're trying to put in the Hall of Fame, that's where it should be.
He may have been the one who actually got the NFL to change the celebration rule because he was creative with that. Remember when he signed the camera that time?
And popcorn and everything else, and Sharpie in the socks.
One of the greatest things, though, I remember one year he was doing an interview, and he was doing it in his driveway as he was doing crunches. He had, the team out there.
Yeah, you just never
of course,
knew what
he's got like a 14-pack going on, but
he never knew what you was going to get.
He was so much fun to watch. I think NFL kind of needs a guy like that right now, to be honest with you, because ratings have plummeted and everything else too. And he definitely brought the fun on and off the field. Like you said, never in trouble.
Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the NFL at the end of the show, but we're going to go ahead and take our first break here. When we come back, you'll be joined by Coach Vickers from Horseshoe Bend, the softball team, and I know you're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to having her up here. Stay tuned. More of the Lake Martin Sports Roundup right after this.
A1 Four Seasons, a division of Jackson Refrigeration, is Central Alabama's Alabama Power Superior Solutions dealer. With the summer months approaching, the temperatures are rising, and so will your power bill if you don't have one of the latest 410A heat pumps. With R22 Freon prices on the rise, now is the time to make the switch to a new, more efficient unit that will save you hundreds of dollars on your yearly power bill. Call A1 Four Seasons at 256-234-4457.
Gotta get to Gill's Auto Sales. We can finance, you got to get to Gill's. Selection and price, got to get to Gill's. Gotta get to Gill's. Cars that fit your budget. Service that no one around can beat. Stop by today and test drive the vehicle of your dreams. Gotta get to Gill's Auto Sales. We can finance you. Gotta get to Gill's. Selection and price. Gotta get to Gill's. Gotta get to Gill's.
Mainstreet Family Urgent Care.
Relief has a new address in Alexander City. Mainstreet Family Urgent Care is now open across from Walmart on Highway 280. From cuts, broken bones, strep throat, and flu, they can help you heal and feel better fast. Open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 on Saturday, and 1 to 6 on Sunday.
Mainstreet Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
We have a promise to keep with this community, our pledge of respect for your family and your needs in every funeral arrangement.
A funeral is a time that calls for consideration.
For that reason, we won't consider anyone else.
For a full range of funeral services with sensitivity, compassion, and respect, call Radney Funeral Home at 256-234-2511 or Langley Funeral Home at 256-896-2571. Your hometown funeral homes.
At U.S. Ameribank, there's something very different at the heart of what we do and who we are. It's a spirit that also defines our neighbors, local businesses, and communities. Building on our 116-year history in Alabama, U.S. Ameribank provides something found nowhere else: craft banking. It's an unwavering commitment to handcrafted banking solutions that turns customers into enthusiastic fans. Visit usameribank.com or your local branch to discover the U.S. Ameribank difference. U.S. Ameribank. Banking on values. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back into the Lake Martin Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Adam Blankenship, now joined by the Horseshoe Bend girls varsity softball coach, Hagen Vickers. Hagen, thanks for coming on again with us tonight.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and she came on with us, was it back in December or November?
I think it was November.
And then we had talked about you getting the job and getting started and everything else, and fast forward, and it seems like it's just yesterday, but now it's almost time for the season to start. Here we are, end of January. We were talking a little bit on before that we came on that you guys are starting to throw a little bit more now and everything. Talk to us about what's going on and where you're at right now in the program.
Well, back during the fall, we started working out. So we wanted to get the girls to have, start building those basic muscles back up and getting ready because, sometimes they don't work out on their own. So, but now we've been able to throw. So we've been able to throw for the past 2 weeks. We'll throw this week, and then Monday we can start practice. So I'm really excied about that.
Wow, so already time for practice Monday, right? So how many weeks of practice do you have leading into the season or before actual games start?
Well, we are 29 days away today.
Wow.
So, because we were counting, we were talking about it earlier, about how close it is and about how, we have girls that are still playing basketball.
Yeah.
So we won't have them for another week and a half at least. So, So they get like 2 full weeks or something like that with us. So they're going to have to work really hard, to catch up. But
that's a tough transition coming from, I guess, basketball right into softball, right? I mean, they hadn't had time to prepare. And like softball, baseball is one of those things where if you hadn't caught a ball in a while, it's going to be difficult at first, right?
If I see them in the hallways, I'm like, hey, guys, have y'all thrown a little bit? And they'll be like, maybe.
Yeah,
They
already
don't
know.
Yeah, they don't want to tell me the truth. Because I know I didn't when I was in high school during basketball season. So I try to get them, too, but –
Well, that's a good thing right there because you got that experience and coming in and out of different sports and coming into softball season. Refresh our memory a little bit. Talk to us about your experience. I know you played at Horseshoe Bend. Tell everybody about that and everything.
Well, when I was at Horseshoe Bend, I played volleyball, basketball, and softball, and then went on and played volleyball and softball at CAC. So I have a little bit of an idea of what it's like to transition from all three and know what it's like to do it all year because we were talking earlier about pitchers and stuff, and I was like, you throw all year round. It doesn't matter if it's volleyball season or basketball season. You got to at least pick up a ball and throw from time to time. So that's why I ask them from time to time, like, throw. And some of them at tryouts were like, I haven't thrown since, last May. And I'm like, oh,
just
goodness.
Fuming right there, right? Like, come on now, you'll be better than that. So. That's great that you have that experience. You know what it takes coming in and out of different sports. You played in college, everything, too. What are some of the things that you're kind of trying to bring to the program this year from that?
I stay on them all the time. I'm like, we've got to be consistent. We've got to focus, and they don't know it yet, but there's going to be a lot of fundamental softball coming next week. We're going to go back, and we're going to break everything down and do a refreshment. And, that I feel like that's something that all coaches should do. So we're going to go back, and the first couple days we're going to break it down real simple and go from there. So I'm excited. I'm so ready. We went to the field yesterday to do a little bit of maintenance, and I was like, oh, it's beautiful. This is softball weather. So
I know it is nice. That cold spell seems to broke a little bit. So I guess that's a good thing. It's going to feel a lot better than that. Now, are all the girls you have here tonight, they're all seniors?
All 5 of them are my seniors,
All 5 of them are seniors. Well, talk to me a little bit about them. It's like you got a lively crew, like you're going to have a lot of fun this year. Talk to us about some of these girls.
Well, first of all, they're obviously a mess. So I have 2 Cheyennes. I have a Hannah and Sydney and Becca. And what's really cool about this bunch of girls is I didn't grow up with them, but I grew up knowing them all. And then when my mom was coaching, they were some of her younger middle school girls at the time. So it's been really fun getting to see them now that they're older and seeing how they've matured and that kind of stuff. I'm really excited. I know all 5 of them are going to be great leaders, and they're going to do big things for us this year. So I'm really excited.
Well, they're planning something because they're recording everything that you say up here, to be honest with you. So prepare for that. They're going to make some video about you or something. But it seems like you got a really fun group. It's going to be fun to follow you guys throughout this season and kind of get an idea of what you're bringing to the table as head coach and everything, too. I know that's exciting. I think I look back on it, and I wish I would have went that route. Whenever I was back in college and everything, I wish I went into coaching. So I know you're excited about doing that, right?
I am. I'm really looking forward to it and ready to get going.
Yeah,
So,
you have your schedule and everything
I do.
already? How did you go? Did you have to worry about scheduling there, or is that something that was kind of done? Because you kind of came in, November-ish?
Well, I found out in August that I was for sure going to be the head coach, but they'd already made the whole schedule besides tournaments. So I added a few tournaments to go with what was already there. So other than that, it was ready to go. So that's one thing I haven't had to do yet. But So I get to do that at the end of this season.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the tournaments. When are those coming up? Where are y'all playing? You got some stiff competition lined up in those too? Or?
Oh, yeah. We start off, we have one regular season game, and then the very next weekend is the tournament here in Lake City. And, that tournament's always fully loaded with big, good teams. So it'll get us some good competition right off the bat. And I think later on we go towards the Oxford area, so we'll play some teams from the north side of the state. So I'm not for sure yet who all is in that one, but
that's good.
I'm looking forward to a little bit of diversity.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it sounds like you got a full schedule packed in. I know you guys are getting ready to probably just itching to get started practicing and everything too, because that's going to be the fun part. When's the last time that you actually step in and hit a softball?
I played slow pitch this past
slow
summer.
Pitch don't count. Come on now.
Well, okay.
When's the last time you actually got in there with someone throwing as hard as they can with softball?
It's been a long time.
Really?
But no, I threw to them at tryouts, so I still have a little bit left.
Oh, you got in there striking out everybody in tryouts. That's good.
No, I didn't. But I can't throw that hard anymore. But so I'm probably going to play with them a lot. They just don't know.
That's going to be fun, and that's the good thing too is that you're young, you can do that, and I think they'll love that part.
I hope so, because that's one of the reasons why I said I wanted to do this. This is something that I'm so passionate about, and I just, like you said, I enjoy it.
Yep.
So they're probably going to get a big dose of me goofing off and playing with them a little bit. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, talk to me a little bit, and after this, we're going to bring the girls up here and talk with them more and everything. Get to know them, put them in the lights. But talk to us about pitching this year. I know you're replacing one of the greatest pitchers, I guess, in the state. To be honest with you, strikeouts and everything else.
Yeah.
Do you have your pitching staff kind of in mind? Is it going to be like you're going to take multiple pitchers to kind of replace there? Or you have somebody that's kind of set up that you're going to rely on the most?
We have two. We have Danielle that's a junior, and then we have Callie Carlisle that is actually only a freshman.
Oh, wow.
So I think they both have thrown, they threw a little bit last year.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for them, because it's going to be an opportunity for them to kind of step up and claim it as their own. And that's what I've said about this group, too, from the beginning. Like, this is their time to shine. Kinsley was great. I love her. Warner want nothing but the best for her, but I'm excited for them, because now it's like, hey, this is our turn.
Yeah, it's time for someone else to step up and get that shine. So, all right. Well, I hope you carry on your work ethic to these girls, because I see you and Katie in the gym every morning. Y'all are there, so hopefully you're passing that along to these girls and getting them in the gym and getting them working out too. But thanks for coming on as always. We wish you guys best of luck all season long. We're gonna keep up with you. Pass us on the schedule. We'd like to promote that and push that out there too, so people in the area can support these girls. All right.
Well, we appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to have some of the Horseshoe Bend softball girls up here at the podium talk a little bit with us, but more on the Lake Martin Sports Roundup show right after this.
New year, new you.
It's the Start Something New sales event going on now at Bice Motors in Alex City.
It's cold outside,
but the deals are hot inside.
Save up to $13,000 on remaining 2017 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Laramie 4x4.
If you ain't happy,
ain't nobody happy.
2018 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Package, only $19,700.
On the web at BiceChryslerDodge.com.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold, and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Whether it's a dream house or corporate real estate, Concrete has the skill, expertise, and talent to exceed your expectations. Trust Concrete to build a foundation for your future. Our work ethic and dedication are always in keeping the competition on their toes. We specialize in residential and commercial development in the Coosa, Talladega, and Shelby County areas. Call us today for your next project, 256-245-4211, or check us out on the web at con-crete.com.
If you've ever wanted a Lexus, now is your opportunity at the Reinhardt Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, the time of the year to get savings on the Lexus you want. With extra inventory, the selection is better than ever on the most popular models. Save thousands with low monthly payments and special financing. Get 0% APR on the ES for 60 months. At Reinhardt Lexus, an opportunity like this only knocks once a year. So find your Lexus today at Reinhardt Lexus, where you'll feel like family.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
If you've been putting off that new heating and air unit in your home because of the upfront expenses, Williams Plumbing of Alexander City now has primary financing from Synchrony and can now install brand new heating and cooling systems with 0 down, longer terms, and a competitive rate. Call Williams Plumbing at 256-329-8488 and get a free quote and terms and upgrade up to $35,000 in work with approved credit. Williams Plumbing stands behind their work with on-time affordable service for all your heating and air needs, as well as plumbing for 0 down financing and great service. Williams Plumbing.
Welcome back into the Lake Martin Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Adam Blankenship. Now joined by a couple of the girls here from the Horseshoe Bend softball team. Introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, position, what year. They're all seniors, actually, right? So,
yeah.
All right. So, give us your name and your position.
I'm Hannah Adcock, and I play outfield.
And I'm Cheyenne Howard, and I play shortstop.
Shortstop. All right. So, coming into your senior season, first year with Coach Vickers, what are y'all looking forward to most this year? Put you on the spot?
Yeah. I guess I would say organization, and she kind of expects the best out of us, and it makes it easier when you have a coach who pushes you, and she does push us, and she expects a lot out of us. And as seniors, she holds us accountable. So
that's good. It seems like y'all have a large senior class, so that's exciting right there in itself. What are some of the things that you're going to try to, pass down to the younger girls and everything else coming in this year?
I would definitely say probably leadership, that being a leader is really one of the most important things, just making sure that they all, by looking at us, they can see what like a leader is supposed to be. And
well, that's great. That's y'all's whole job right there, is just to lead them and get them ready for, the future and everything else. Talk to us about last year. Did y'all have a good year last season?
Yeah, we finished third in state, which is huge for
really
a small
good.
town. It was definitely a learning experience, and I hope that the younger girls look up to us and see that, they were capable of doing that. They worked hard for that. And I don't expect anything less of this team. We did lose a big factor, our pitcher, and that does take a toll on a team. But we're still all there, and we only lost 2 people. We can grow, and we can build the communication and all that we had last year. We can still build on that.
So you're only replacing 2 people from last year's team that finished third in state. Wow. So I bet y'all have high expectations going into the season, right?
We definitely do.
So nothing less than a state championship, is that right?
No. That's what we're aiming towards now. But
I want y'all to guarantee it for us. Go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to curse y'all. I'm just kidding. Well, talk to us a little bit about working with Coach Vickers. I know you hadn't had too much time yet with the season just around, but what are some of the things that you think she's going to bring to the table? Because I know she's talked about her experience in the past and everything too. Have y'all had a chance to pick up on any of that stuff yet, or is it still kind of fresh?
Yeah, she's a lot like her mom in
Definitely.
many ways. She's strict, but yet she makes it fun at the same time. We know when to have fun, and we know when to take things serious. I don't really know.
It's going to be fun.
It's definitely different.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
It seems like whenever she was up here doing the interview that y'all were recording or aggravating and everything else. Yeah. So it seems like she has a good relationship.
We like to mess with
That's
her.
what it's about.
It's fun to mess with her.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to be too serious. So that's a great way to do it, and especially if you're winning and everything else. It keeps it light, and it's a lot of fun that way. So we wish you guys the best of luck this year. It's your senior season. Enjoy it. It's going to go by fast. But just know that Horseshoe Bend is known for having a good softball team. So just keep carrying on that tradition. And we'll look forward to following y'all the rest of the year.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to bring up 2 more seniors from the Horseshoe Bend girls varsity softball team. More on the Lake Martin Sports Roundup show right after this.
At A&M Plumbing, you can count on us for dependable, quality service. Our staff is professional, neat, clean, and courteous. We're a fully licensed and insured plumbing company. Call on A&M Plumbing for any plumbing, sewer, or septic problems. We provide a comprehensive line of plumbing repair and installation services to keep your home's plumbing systems in top order. When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing. Service at its best, when you need it most.
Whether it's a walk-off home run, a game-winning touchdown, or a buzzer beater, make sure Jay's Sports Grill is in your lineup. Located in downtown Sylacauga and a short drive from Highway 280, Jay's has the food you're looking for. Whether it's wings, fingers, burgers, or salads, they have it all. Come bring your family for a great meal, come hang out with your friends for the big game, or call them at 256-207-0700 to place your order. Make sure Jay's Sports Grill is in your lineup.
We have a promise to keep with this community, our pledge of respect for your family and your needs in every funeral arrangement.
A funeral is a time that calls for consideration.
For that reason, we won't consider anyone else.
For a full range of funeral services with sensitivity, compassion, and respect, call Radney Funeral Home at 256-234-2511 or Langley Funeral Home at 256-896-2571, your hometown funeral homes.
Welcome back into Lake Martin Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Adam Blankenship. Just got done talking to two of the seniors for this upcoming season, softball, Horseshoe Bend. Now we have the three remaining here. And introduce yourselves, tell us your position and your name.
My name's Cheyenne Peppers, and I play outfield.
I'm Becca Anderson, and I catch and play outfield.
I'm Sydney Catchert, and I play second base.
Now, I have to say, y'all trying to be all shy and stuff now. Earlier, y'all over there laughing and having a good time. So there's no reason to be nervous, okay? I'm only going to ask all hard questions. That's it, okay?
Lovely.
Talk to us a little bit about this upcoming year. What are some of the things y'all looking forward to the most about playing with Coach Vickers?
I'm looking forward to a new season with a new coach. It's going to be a lot of building together, but it's going to be fun.
And we're going to share the mic, so if you see me put it over there, it's going to be all on you, okay?
All right.
All right, well, she was talking about this group of girls with the senior class. You got a big senior class. Y'all played a lot of softball together. What are y'all looking forward to about finishing up? I mean, it's kind of sad it's your last year, right?
I'm not looking forward to finishing up.
Right?
Yeah. I'm excited to move on, like college. Some of us are going to end up playing softball, maybe. But it's sad, bittersweet, I guess. But I'm looking forward to it because it means the end of a great career that we've all shared.
Yeah, and we'll enjoy it because it goes by fast. You know, and even if you do go on to play college ball, you won't get to play with the same group of girls again. You know, I was talking with some of the last two, and this team right here finished third in state last year. Y'all have high expectations going into this season?
Definitely. I think we can conquer it.
And y'all only replacing two players from that team, correct?
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. Well, I know you guys are just now getting started with Coach Vickers. Now, was her mother the head coach before, like, throughout y'all's other 5 or 6 years you're coming through here? Or?
She was the head coach our 7th, 8th, and 9th grade year.
Okay. Who was the coach the past 2 seasons?
Mr. Robidart and Coach Collin. And then Miss Franklin was the coach 1 year.
Okay. Now they were saying that there's a lot of similarities between both Coach Vickers. Is that what y'all are seeing too?
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
Well, talk to us about that. Y'all are like, oh, yeah, definitely. What are some of the things that do the same?
It's the structure of, like, practices and workouts. It's hard to explain. It's just, like, being there, it's like, oh, well, she does this like Miss Kim.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing right there. It helps you get back into the groove of things, right? Mm-hmm. Now, do y'all play any sports before softball or anything else, too? Basketball or anything else? Volleyball or?
I'm a majorette.
Okay.
So that's my before softball.
So are you getting used to transitioning back into softball mode then? Because the season just now kind of wrapped up.
Yes, definitely. From a baton to a bat, it's a big difference.
I bet so. Well, have y'all gotten to working out any, getting ready for the season? I know she said y'all can start throwing and everything now. Mm-hmm. How does that feel? I mean, it's been off for a little while, right?
It's feel great getting back in it.
Did anybody play any fall ball or tournaments or anything? I'm sure you didn't have much of a chance, did you?
Well, I played some, but I hurt my knee, so I had to cut it short. But I did.
Okay. What are some of the things y'all looking forward to most about your senior year?
Just looking forward to spending it with these 4 girls and being a part of the team, really. All the adventures we'll have.
Yeah, definitely. And it sounds like you'll have a tough schedule coming into it. A lot of tournaments lined up. But, softball's one of those things where you just play all the time, so it's fun, right?
It is. Yeah.
All right, well, Coach Vickers was saying that she's going to pitch to y'all in practice. Have y'all seen her pitch? Is she any good, or is she just talking?
She's pretty good.
She pitched to us at tryouts.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. Okay, now y'all know she's going to see this, so she's going to strike everybody
around the corner.
Well, girls, we appreciate y'all coming on and talking with us. We wish y'all the best of luck this year coming into the season. We're going to keep up with you guys and check in with you at the end of the year, too. But thanks for coming on, and good luck. Just know that Horseshoe Bend is known for having a really good softball team, so all the pressure is on y'all. I'm joking. There's no pressure. Just enjoy it, okay? Y'all have a lot of fun. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you more on the Lake Martin Sports Roundup show right after this.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization, wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat, full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma, all with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
At U.S. Ameribank, there's something very different at the heart of what we do and who we are. It's a spirit that also defines our neighbors, local businesses, and communities. Building on our 116-year history in Alabama, U.S. Ameribank provides something found nowhere else: craft banking. It's an unwavering commitment to handcrafted banking solutions that turns customers into enthusiastic fans. Visit usameribank.com or your local branch to discover the U.S. Ameribank difference. U.S. Ameribank. Banking on values. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is the Lake Martin area's complete automotive solution. At Walls, you'll find a dedicated staff offering top quality service from routine maintenance to a full engine overhaul and everything in between. Brian Walls and the folks at Walls Tire are local folks that you know, and they provide the best service, always at a fair price. Find out what the rest of the Lake Martin area already knows. Walls Tire is the Lake Martin area's complete automotive solution. Just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Blitz Lake Martin Sports Roundup right here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. I want to welcome up Bree Smith now from Mainstreet, just right over the corner right here, right around the corner. You don't go over the corner, do you?
Don't go
around
over the corner. Actually,
yeah,
walk across
go over the hill.
parking
You
lot,
go over the hill. But you don't go over the corner. I guess you get here however you can, but we're glad you're up here. You've been up here plenty of times with us before, but some exciting things. You and I talked earlier today, and it is, you can tell the downtown area of Alex City is just transformed in the last, year and a half, and all of the things that are available downtown, and you come through at any point in time now, and there's cars everywhere. And it used to not be that way, and things had kind of drifted out of the interior of Alex City, just like it has in a lot of communities around the country. But the push and the pull to come back to the roots of what started a city, it's just great to drive through and see all the things going on and all the great food options that we have. Obviously, JR's has been a staple here, but O.C. and Bell's now, and then, the taco bar and the cafe, and then now Lake Martin Pizza Company. Finally
Martin
here.
Pizza Company. I actually ran in and yelled at Kira. I said, "I'm taking a menu to go," and she said, "Okay, Bree, bye." And I mean, I've met her once, been in there 3 times to eat. She knows exactly who you are. She knows what I like to eat for lunch. I mean, is that
just right? I mean, already. So.
I love it. She's already connected with everybody. But Lake Martin Pizza Company is open. It is on 2nd and Broad Street.
Over the corner, right?
Over the corner.
Over the corner.
Over the railroad tracks.
There you go. Over the exactly.
But they have a lunch special, $4.99, 2 slices of pizza, 24-ounce drink, and you get to choose pepperoni, cheese, or sausage, and then you get to choose, you can have one of those, or you get to choose a specialty, 1 slice of a specialty pizza. And, I mean, the list goes on. They have everything from Kira's favorite, Aloha, the Griff. And the
Griff. What is the Griff?
The Griff is ranch dressing base, bacon, chicken, and shredded mozzarella.
Where's that name come? Who was Griff?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Might have to ask.
We're gonna
who
have
that
to
is.
ask Kira.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking on here. You got the Mac Daddy and the Wilson. Yeah, that's right. The Wilson, the White Squad. I mean, I'd like to know where some of these names came from.
So you get. I mean, this is an extension. Of course, this is the second location. The first one is in Dadeville, but we are so excited to have them in downtown Alexander City, and they're phenomenal pizzas. And they're huge.
Oh, they are. I've had them. Haven't been to this one yet, but been to one down at Stillwater's or Store 34 area, and phenomenal.
Love that.
Phenomenal. And one of the things that I want to talk about is, to have a thriving downtown, you got to have variety. You got to have options. And one thing like JR's here, and Jake's over the hill, and the different options that people have now. It just draws more and more people to downtown, and the carryover goes from one to the next, and you can go try different things, and it's not the same thing over and over, and how supportive everybody's been of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to Mark all the time, and he talks about how he wants all of these areas to thrive and what he can do to help support different people coming into the area, because he knows what it's going to do for his business and what it's going to do for their businesses. And it's kind of like everybody's in the same boat down here. You do different things, but everybody's in the same boat, and you want that boat to not have any holes in it, and you want it to sell perfectly.
Well, they've invested. They have taken a chance on our community is what they've done. They've invested in you and me and our family.
Mm-hmm.
And when we support that, and when we go out and we, whether you're dining, you're shopping, or you're just hanging out at OCs or fermenters, you are contributing to their livelihood.
That's right.
I mean, they put everything on the line, and they sweat it. I mean, there's people that I watch go in their business at 8 o'clock, and they don't leave till 10 o'clock at night, and then they're up doing the same thing every day. And the things that a lot of people don't get to see is the backside of the job, and, just coming in and cleaning and prepping and all the ins and outs of running a restaurant. And, I kid and I joke with Audra and Chris. I said, you have a cot up there? And sure enough, in the office, they have a couch.
They do.
They do. And they sleep, and then they go back to work, and then they nap, and they go back to work. And I'm like, you don't leave.
The crazy thing about a restaurant, that's what I was going to say, that you eat, sleep, literally eat, sleep, and breathe it. And if you don't, you're not going to be successful, because, nobody loves it or appreciates it more than the people that own it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's going to put the attention and the time into it than the owners of it. So we're fortunate that all of these have dedicated owners. I know personally how hard Audra and Chris work. I've seen it for 12 years up here. When we started way back when, it seems like yesterday, but it's been over a decade now that we've been doing these shows up here. And that's another thing. To say that we've been in the same place for 12 years is a staple of this place and what they've done for this community and what all of our partnerships have done. And then you look at the coffee corner. They go around the back side of the building and open up a taco bar. And that place
is
is
outstanding.
Phenomenal.
So if you haven't got to eat the street tacos, pile on the cilantro.
It's great.
My gosh.
Everything over there is fresh, is delicious. And that's the thing. You bring all this in, and you get the feel. Somebody told me the other day, they said, man, this doesn't even feel like Alex City. The other day when we were downtown, and I said, yeah. I said, and that's the goal.
That's positive.
Because
that's great.
That is. It is. And just think about all of the things that have had to go on the last 2 years, 3 years with getting things passed, ordinances passed, the city council getting on board, the government wanting to move this city forward and wanting to be on board to do what it takes, but following the right channels, not just doing things knee-jerk just because it's a popular thing, so to say, but doing the research, saying, yes, this is what we want, this is what will bring business to our area.
That's a lot of the training that I received in the Mainstreet organization, and they talk about the towns that have grown so fast, but they didn't take the time to research. They didn't go into it and slow themselves down and really think ahead. And a prime example of that is a small town in Georgia, and it looks like a little German town. Out of sight, out of mind now. It was a fad. It was awesome for about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And now they're struggling.
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm glad, my predecessor, Richard Wagner, and the board that came before me, they paved the way. They made this possible.
Mhm.
And we owe a lot of gratitude and thanks to them because they have invested as well. Mr. Toggle is a prime example of that. He put his money where his mouth is. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a great building, and he's actually hosting our gumbo cook-off February 3rd. And so it's a New Orleans style.
And then you
building.
ever been in
So
that
it's
building, it feels like you're in New Orleans. I mean,
Yeah.
it feels like you walk into that place, and that's another thing about the whole scope of the area is that it takes a lot of people to commit and to be dedicated to a vision. You know, you hear a lot about the successes, but you never hear about the failures. You hear there's thousands of people that have had great ideas that it didn't work, towns that have had wonderful ideas that didn't work. You see all of the successes, and you go, well, that's what I want to be like, or that's who I want to be like. But you do the digging down to the roots, and you see what they had to do before they could get to that point.
Mhm.
I think we've done it right here.
Absolutely. And I think the support of our city, our mayor and our city council, those two things, they have invested as well, and I appreciate that. They've extended their hand and said, you know, any way we can help you, let us know. So it's been a positive experience.
It has been a positive experience. A few more minutes here, Bree, before I let you go.
Yes.
You got the gumbo cook-off. We've also got
Mm-hmm.
not American Idol, Kalijah Idol. I mean, what am I talking about? Kalijah Idol.
That's our scale of American Idol.
There it is. But
That's our
Kalijah Idol
scale, so
coming in. Do you have that date in front of you?
Kalijah Idol is tomorrow night here at 8 o'clock.
There you go.
Those auditions, they're going to be here tomorrow night starting at 8. And our gumbo cook-off is February 3rd. And tickets are $10 at the door. And that'll get you a free bottle of water, and then it's people's choice, so you get your tickets to vote on the gumbo.
Oh, that's
Starts
awesome.
at 11, ends at 2.
Can't think of a better place to go to get some good gumbo.
you
Also, we'll get you back up here before February the 7th. But we've got a big bass tournament coming into
It's gonna
town.
be awesome.
It is.
I can't wait.
I can't either. So the next time you're on, maybe next week,
Okay.
we can get you up here and we can talk a little bit about what's coming to Wind Creek. It's the biggest level of bass fishing that you can get, and really, again, it goes
awesome.
back to the high school tournament we had 2 years ago and the college tournament last year, leading up to this, and how the community reacted and how they supported those tournaments. It's what led the big boys to come to town. If you don't think people are watching and monitoring how your community responds to events, your head's in the sand. So that's exactly how this big tournament made its way to Lake Martin this coming up month. So we're excited about it, and we'll talk more about that one when we get maybe next week. So, Bree, once again, awesome. Always have you up here.
Thank you for having me.
Lake Martin
Yes.
Pizza Company open now.
Gotta check it out.
Love to have you up here because usually we're talking about something new and something invigorating about downtown Alex City. So thank you for what you do and your work and everybody that's your support crew and all. And you guys are the reason why this stuff is being what it is now. So
thank you.
Thank you, Bree. We'll take our last break. We'll come back. Adam and I will close it out. Stay tuned. More of the Lake Martin Sports Roundup right after this.
With the boat season winding down and the weather getting cooler, it's time to let Alex City Marine on Cherokee Road and winterize your boat and get ready for the off-season. The good guys can make all your off-season repairs, winterization, and upgrades easy and on budget. Remember, now's the best time for used boat prices and selection, and you can even pre-order next year's Landau pontoons and quality Suzuki outboards to get the perfect fit for next spring. Service, sales, and value all this off-season at the place the locals know, Alex City Marine. And don't forget to order your 2018 Manitou pontoons now.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
Lyman Ward Military Academy is currently accepting applications for fall enrollment, with cadets reporting on August 19th. New drone and STEM programs added to the curriculum for the 2017 and 18 school year. If you're looking for structure, one-on-one academic help, athletic excellence, as well as leadership training, Lyman Ward is the school for you. For more information, visit our website at lwma.org or call our admissions director, Wynn Fletcher, at 256-675-6269.
Why buy your next car from Lynch Nissan of Orange?
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
When you're born, you're really young. You're like 0 years old. My grandma tells me to quit growing up so fast. But what can I do about it? My mom keeps throwing me birthday parties.
Russell Medical, comprehensive care in your corner of the world.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Lake Martin Sports Roundup show presented by JR Sports Bar and Grill. Final segment here on the show. Been great. Horseshoe Bend senior girls here on their softball team. Their coach, Coach Vickers, obviously Bree Smith with downtown or Mainstreet, Alex City, and all the stuff that they've been able to do and bring in over the last couple of years. This place has just been reinvigorated in downtown. Adam, the events that go on down here now, it's just been a lot of people that have put their hard work and their vision to actuality now. So it's getting done, and it's always good to have an action-packed show up here.
Definitely, and I have to say, I came through town Saturday on the way home after work, and I drove downtown and went through there, and just the amount of people.
Just everywhere, man.
It's exciting. It really is.
4 or 5 years ago, it was a ghost town on Saturday night.
It was dead.
There's nothing going on.
This was Saturday at lunch, and there was people everywhere. People shopping. The pizza place was packed. Jake's was packed. I mean, people at the gym. I mean, there's just a ton going on. It's really good thing. It's really encouraging to see that too.
Yeah, it is. It's what you need in a community like Alex City. We've said it for so many years. There's so many positive things about this town with the resources that it has around it. You know, I've had the opportunity the last few years to go to Guntersville with our bass fishing team and to see a town that the lake really kind of runs all the way through the city, and you cross several bridges to get to one side or the other. But, you know, our lake is kind of set up different. It's set up kind of out away from the main part of Alex City, but that is what we're known for, the gateway to Lake Martin. And I could envision Alex City becoming – thank you, girl. Becoming a type of community like Guntersville.
You know what I'd like to see? Because, you know, whatever they're going to do with Willis Fargo and everything else, a big, massive steakhouse. Call it the Vault.
The Vault,
because you got the old bank, everything that's on there. And
sounds like your vision, man.
Just do like, just do something.
Kind of into the steakhouse.
Yeah, just kind of, you know, kind of upscale, kind of nice.
You know, that building, something cool is going to go in that building.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it just is what it is with the way technology and things have evolved, and banks and all the different types of industry out there. The interior part of these cities are transformed. They're using these older buildings, and they're putting cool things like that.
Yep.
I don't know if that's what'll end up in there, but, man, I like it.
You got enough space. You could do that. You could do like
you can't ever go wrong with a good steak.
No, or you could do that. Do something like kind of like a brewery kind of thing.
Oh, man.
You have plenty of space for it. You can have like a little area there too. There's a lot of different things that you can do, and it's neat to see because you go to, like you said, a lot of these things in old downtown areas are kind of being redone, those type things. You can do so much with these buildings because that building's in really nice shape.
It's awesome. It's a great building.
And you see what the inside of Lake Martin Pizza Company looks like and Jake's stuff like that. They're really nice places.
Well, they took
the
the old structure and they kind of redesigned it a little bit, kept the original stuff, but went in and renovated everything. And man, it's just beautiful. These are, these buildings date way back, and you go to a lot of these cities. I mean, it's a shame when you go to some of them that decide to tear them down. Because you can't get that back. And just a lot of excitement. We'll move on. I'll give you a little bit of due there with Alabama moving this past week, getting 2 big wins. Obviously, over right now the best team in the conference, Auburn. Y'all were able to pick that win up, and you and I talked about that last week. And I said, look, Auburn would be facing their toughest situation going to Tuscaloosa in the middle of the week, coming off of a near miss there at Mississippi State. Auburn not playing quite as well, and got off to a slow start in Tuscaloosa, couldn't rebound from it. Came back, made it a 3-point game, but just wasn't able to get it done. Mustafa Heron had a bad shooting night. Auburn really just got out-hustled. And a lot of times Auburn, the reason they're where they are, Adam, is because they out-rebound and they out-hustle teams and they out-defend them, and they didn't do that. And, of course, it didn't help or didn't hurt Alabama that John Petty was unconscious from outside the arc. I think he was 8 or 13.
It's kind of been the story all year with him, too. Either he's going to hit everything or he's going to miss everything. And
he was definitely on fire.
This team kind of goes as he goes. He rebounded. He didn't have a great night against Mississippi State, but they're still able to get the win. Kind of makes you wonder, and people were even saying, which I think is ridiculous, is this Bama team better without Colin Sexton?
Well, I want to bring that up, and I think you need to reevaluate that a little bit because we talked about it on Auburn Blitz today. And I've talked to several coaches, and here's the rationale: not that you wouldn't die to have Colin Sexton on any team, but what happens with one superstar a lot of times is that the rest of your team gets caught watching him.
Yeah, they
bought a ticket too.
Yeah,
I mean, and they forget they've got to contribute, and somebody's got to help out. He can't just do it all himself. He's a phenomenal talent, but there is something to be said about team chemistry. And when you have a team now that's minus a guy like him, you have no choice but to step your game up because you don't have him anymore. And I think that has been brought to the forefront with Alabama is that we do have some good players on this team, and we can shoot the ball. I need to take a little bit more ownership. And so Alabama's won 3 in a row without him. And, look, I don't think it's a coincidence, Adam, I'll be honest with you, that you look at the way this team has performed as a whole, and they're playing better. And I'll flip over to Auburn for a second. Everybody's like, well, if Auburn had Austin Wiley and Danielle Purefoy, well, Randy brought it up the other day. If Danielle Purefoy was on this team, then you wouldn't have Bryce Brown coming as a starter, and he'd be coming off the bench in limited minutes.
Who knows what he would do then? Because a lot of these guys can't get rhythm in that short time.
That's exactly right.
Look at Braxton Key right now.
Exactly.
He's been our guy the past couple of years. Has been this dominant, but it seems like when Sexton's on the floor, he's not getting shots.
He can't get anything.
He can't get his groove going.
That's
but
right.
Without him being out there, they got to kind of rely on someone else, move the ball around, and he can get going a little bit.
Well,
so you're exactly right with that on Auburn too.
I don't think. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure Auburn would be 17-2 with. And I know that may sound stupid because Austin Wiley's a first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
But you look at what he brings and the style of basketball Auburn would be playing with him, probably more of a slow down, work it inside, try to let him make some plays. So you're getting points from Austin Wiley, but you're taking them away from somebody else, and it stopped it stopped that transition game for Auburn. So look, man, 17-2, Auburn's playing great as a team. Now the last 4 games, I'm concerned about the start.
Yeah.
Now they've won 3 of the 4, but you can't continue to get down 10, 11, 14 points and expect to come back. And so they've been fortunate to do that in the second half. They weren't able to catch fire in the second half against Alabama and ended up losing the game by 5. But you look at that game and what it did to the Georgia game, how they played, came out flat again.
Exactly.
went on a 31-4 run.
Unbelievable. When
So,
that team takes off and gets going,
they're hard to
it's
stop.
nasty. And it seems like there's a second half problem in Athens. They don't really do too well in the second half here recently.
Yeah, the pit of misery. Somebody said meanwhile in the pit of misery over in Georgia with the Falcons and Georgia football and Georgia basketball. I want to go back to Alabama, though, and talk about them. They seem to have found I don't know where Colin Sexton fits in. Obviously, when he gets healthy or whatever, you implant him back in the lineup. But I think it gives Avery Johnson something to think about a little bit.
Yeah,
because this team, let's see how they play coming up in this next game. But I'm telling you, I don't know how much you mess with this rhythm, and Alabama's playing good. And I'm going to go on out on a limb and say that Auburn's the highest-ranked team in the AP right now in the SEC at 19. Then you've got Florida at 20. Kentucky's out.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure Auburn and Alabama don't have the best two basketball teams in the conference.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm just telling you
They're
right
playing
now.
really good, but Donta Hall is probably our key player down there. We had a dominant big man in a long time, and it seems like he's getting better every game.
He is.
He's fun to watch. He really, because we're not used to seeing that.
Well,
he's actually developing some moves and all those things. And
let's see how these next few games for both teams go, but I think that rematch in Auburn in a few weeks could be unbelievable.
So we were talking, about seeding and everything. It's where we're at, with being Alabama and Auburn fans. We haven't been in the tournament in 50 years.
And now we're
talking about seeding in the NCAA tournament. But we were thinking that Auburn might be a 5 seed. So you get that first round win. That means the first game of the second weekend, which would be the Sweet 16, Auburn would have to go up against a 1 seed. Can you imagine? You know how fun that'd be?
It'd be great.
You know how fun that'd be? You wouldn't be shocked if they end up being one of them.
No, I mean, this team's real streaky, and it depends on how they come out of the gate. And, I did see last week, now that was before Auburn went 1-1, that they were picked to be a 4 seed. And Kentucky was picked to be a 4 seed. But right now, Kentucky's not even in the top 25. So it'll all work its way out. Auburn does have a top 10 RPI. They're 9th in the country in RPI. So you're right. If Auburn can stay the course, I think, this team probably ends up losing 5, maybe 6 games in the conference, maybe not that much if they can continue to play well. You might see a different deal there. They could get maybe a 4 or 5 seed.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun to watch, especially if both teams make the tournament. But if one of them just advances, I don't care which one it is. I just want to see somebody in this state play meaningful basketball.
I'm with you, but I think we're on the road to doing that with Bruce Pearl and Avery Johnson. We're going to wrap it up here from JR Sports Bar and Grill. Again, it's been a lot of fun here each and every week. I want to encourage you to come out to JR Sports Bar and Grill, enjoy some great food and great atmosphere. For Adam Blankenship, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we've enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you next week.
Scotty Fortenberry is Dadeville and the Lake Martin area's full-service Alpha agent. His office on Broadneck Street offers comprehensive life, home, auto, and boat insurance at Alpha's competitive rates. Scotty and Alpha Insurance are Alabama's #1 life insurance company for a reason. You'll always get the personal attention you and your family need. Scotty also has your commercial needs covered, so whether it's just a quote or full insurance evaluation, call Alpha agent Scotty Fortenberry at 256-825-9211.
In your life, you're the quarterback, and your truck is your offensive line. Better make it the new 2018 Ford F-150. So powerful it moves the things you need moved. So smart it can detect the things you can't detect. And so tough it never, ever throws in the towel. Hut, gunslinger. This is the new 2018 Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Hello, this is Jeff Smith from Tallapoosa Ford. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours. Come by and see us today.
At the Medicine Shop, we're dedicated to the idea that quality pharmacy care means more than just prompt prescriptions. When you come to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, you'll be able to count on dependable care from a knowledgeable pharmacist. The Medicine Shop is the only compounding pharmacy in the area, and we offer the shingles vaccine year-round. Bring your prescriptions by the drive-thru on Airport Drive in Alex City, or input them online at www.medicineshop.com, or call them at 256-215-8014. The Medicine Shop, caring beyond prescriptions.
New year, new you.
It's the Start Something New sales event going on now at Bice Motors in Alex City.
It's cold outside,
but the deals are hot inside.
Save up to $13,000 on remaining 2017 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Laramie 4x4.
If you ain't happy,
ain't nobody happy.
2018 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Package, only $19,700.
On the web at BuySChryslerDodge.com.